Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another season of Boardman Spartan football here on YSN, your sports network. Tonight we open the 2022 varsity football season from Joe Lane Stadium here in Mineral Ridge, Ohio, where for the 49th time, the Spartans will face crosstown rival Cardinal Mooney. Don Muscola along with Donnie Riccatelli here this evening from Mineral Ridge. Donnie, a beautiful night for football. I don't want to complain about the sun being in our eyes, but I'm hoping it goes behind the cloud here in a minute.
A little bit, man. It cools it down quite a bit. I mean, we are definitely up in the crow's nest, so we'll take a little bit of a cooler temperature and the sun out of our eyes, just in case it messes with our camera view, too. So.
The Cardinal Mooney family
and as the pregame ceremonies get underway here, we're going to pause for the national anthem here in a minute. We would tell you this is the 49th meeting between the Cardinals and the Spartans. And they are observing a moment of silence at the moment here in Joe Lane Stadium.
Thank you. In honor of Debbie, Mooney players will be wearing a black stripe decal with the initials DR on their helmets this season.
Last season, Boardman won this game 28-7, but a lot has changed since then, Donnie. Last year they had first-year head coach Seth Antrim. He's no longer here, moved back to Cheney High School. And tonight the DJ Dota era starts in Boardman.
It does, and we're going to pause real quick here for the national anthem, but we'll talk a lot about Coach Dota coming up here.
Boardman Marching Band giving us the national anthem, just about ready for kickoff here in Mineral Ridge for the DJ Dota era.
And talking with some of the players, one thing that they've been really happy about is he put a major emphasis on getting strong in the weight room, and they've really put a great off-season together. A lot of unity amongst each other, even bringing up some of the 7th and 8th graders to lift with them as well. So it's been a great start for the off season. Now tonight's live, and we're ready to go.
Ready to go. We're gonna keep score starting now, and we'll see what the DJ Dota era brings. He has a coaching resume that dates back to 1990. He was a volunteer assistant coach at Liberty, and has been a head coach at several programs: West Branch, Warren G. Harding. He's been at Columbiana, to name a few. But DJ Dota, a wealth of experience, getting back into the coaching ranks after a few years off.
Set to kick off for the Cardinals.
Not sure who won the toss or who elected to receive, but Mooney's going to be kicking off to Boardman here.
I believe Boardman won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Mooney has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Deep for Boardman is Fernando Ortiz and Thomas Andahar. And it'll be Andahar, number 1, will take it at the 2-yard line and brings it out. Looking for an opening, and not much there. Will get it out to the 19, where the Boardman season will start 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Andahar is going to be the starting quarterback today for the Spartans. You will see a little bit of Nico Hulshu as the day goes on as well.
Will be a Spartans 1st and 10.
So Andahar is a junior, quarterback, defensive back. He played some last year, but he'll get the nod here against Cardinal Mooney to start. Joining him in the backfield will be Fernando Ortiz, the senior running back. Got a lot of playing time in 2021. Phil Clark, number 2, split out far to the right side. He'll now come in motion. Andahar will fake the handoff to Clark. He'll keep it and get a short gain. Looks like right out to the 20, so it'll bring up second down and 9.
For the Spartans. It's a gain of 1.
Not a bad play to start the season for Coach Dota. You want to get a feel for Mooney's defense,
Second
what they're
and
going to
9.
do as far as blocking schemes up front for the Boardman offensive line. So see what they do on second down here.
So Boardman has it, second down and 9 from the 20, opening drive of the game. Andahar will move Ortiz around. He'll now send him in motion. Andahar will keep it himself and maybe gets 1 yard there, so it'll bring up third down and 8 here on the opening series of the game.
So 2 straight quarterback keepers for Andahar.
Taken down by Brenner and a pack
Maybe
of
trying to catch
Cardinals on
Mooney
the
off guard a
defense.
little bit there.
Yeah, you just wonder, you've gone through an off season of weight training and 2-a-day practices and now the first live game action, so just a little bit of a feeling out period here at the beginning.
Right.
So
Your season's not over after the first 2 seasons. So.
Absolutely not. Third down and 8. Andahar in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, rolls out to the left, looking to throw. He's got some running room now. He will tuck it and get up to the 30-yard line, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
First down there, yeah, that was
Andahar on the run.
nice little tuck and run. So far we've seen Andahar, and Andahar. It sounds like a pretty decent law firm.
It would be. The three brothers Andahar. I'm not sure he had much of an intention of putting that ball in the air either, but
I like this tempo by Boardman too, getting up to the line.
yeah, absolutely going to use some pace here. Now he will put the ball in the air. He'll complete that out to number 7, Joel Cuevas-Pixley, senior wide receiver, and we'll give him 4 yards, second down and 6.
Cuevas-Pixley.
So far we haven't seen the ball in Ortiz's hands yet. We'll see once the night gets going how he does at running back.
Yeah, you know, in the preseason, Coach Dota talked a lot about featuring Ortiz, and we haven't seen him carry the ball yet. It's been the Andahar show, and he'll break some tackles up to the 45-yard line. That'll move the chains again. First down, Boardman.
And the number one thing you have to say about Thomas Andahar is he's definitely an athlete, and that's you want to put one of your best athletes at the quarterback position. So
absolutely. Andahar is a junior, goes 5'11", 175.
So he'll come out of the game right now, though, for Nico Hoshu, who's also a junior, big target, big-time quarterback, great basketball player, sits at 6'3".
And we'll see this a lot. I think we've got a 1A and a 1B starting quarterbacks here. So a good problem to have for Coach Dota. 2 talented players. And now Ortiz gets his first carry. He'll break a tackle in the backfield, try to break another. And we'll give him about 3 yards up to the 47-yard line, second and 7.
If Ortiz can catch that edge, he's going to be dangerous tonight. Him and Willie Torres, 2 very similar style running backs. They like to hit. They like to make sure that they clack some pads.
So second down and 7, Boardman, 9 minutes. Clock is running here in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the game if you're just joining us on YSN. Again, glad to be with you for all the high school sports this fall on YSN. Holshoe will call his own number after faking the handoff to Clark.
And right there, Don, you see the difference between the running styles of an Andahar versus the Holshoe. Holshoe is a 6'3", 195-pound quarterback, more along the lines of sitting in the pocket, maybe making some passes. Not too much of a runner, so.
I would agree with that.
Andahar's going to check back in at 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. And he'll keep it again. And he'll be brought down after a short gain.
Andahar on the keeper. Del Signor right there to make the stop. That's 4th down and 6.
So 4th and 6, Boardman, and we'll see the punting unit for the first time this afternoon or this evening.
Looks like Ortiz is going to be the punter.
Ortiz is the punter, number 5. Deep for Cardinal Mooney is number 2, Cameron Sweeney, a 6'1" senior. And we've got a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Mooney.
Looks like Cardinal Mooney called a timeout. Initial time for a timeout. We're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back with you here on YSN.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
After that timeout, 4th and 6 Boardman. Fernando Ortiz set to punt. Cameron Sweeney deep. Mooney gets a nice rush on, but Ortiz gets the punt off. Sweeney takes it, bobbles it, and he was brought immediately down by Jared Bahood, the linebacker for Boardman. And Cardinal Mooney will set up 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. First look at this Cardinal Mooney offense under head coach Carl Pelini. Pelini in his 3rd year, 3-15 record, and they were 1-9 last season, so looking to make some improvements.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough go. One thing about Mooney, it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Very rarely will they put the ball in the air, so if you're Boardman, you're going to try to get in their gaps early and often.
Ashton O'Brien, a 6'3 junior. Number 3 is the quarterback.
Fumbled snap.
Bob snap. And O'Brien will look to get the pass off. Looks like he completes it out to the far side of the field. Number 22. That's Nolan Radinsky, a 6'2 senior, makes the catch.
Is complete to
so just like that, after I say 3 yards in a cloud of dust, they open up with a pass.
That's good for a gain of about 6 on the play.
Little problem with that snap, just on the ground there. And so I was just about to say you never see quarterbacks go under center anymore. And just like that, we had a botched snap. Okay, so we'll set up 2nd down and 4 for Cardinal Mooney up at the 27-yard line. O'Brien will roll to the right, looking to throw deep downfield. He got number 10 open, sets up. Nice defensive play by Andre Freeman, number 12 of Boardman. Broke that pass up. Reale was open on the play, just a little bit underthrown. If he puts that ball where it needs to be, I think it's a touchdown, Cardinal Mooney.
Could easily be a touchdown. So in O'Brien, they trust with the ball in the air. So we'll see how the rest of the evening goes.
Andre Freeman, number 12, a senior defensive back for the Spartans. Saw a lot of playing time last year, made a nice play on that ball. And you notice, one of the things we learned last year, and you may not know this, fans, is that unlike in college or the NFL, there is no requirement for that defensive back to track and look back for the ball. So Freeman went right after the receiver, made a nice play, and broke that up. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals at the 27-yard line.
Doubles to the right. Looks like they might roll out to the right as well.
O'Brien straight back, across the middle, and that pass was on target but dropped, and it'll bring up 4th down Cardinal Mooney. Cameron Sweeney, number 2, was the target across the middle. Would have had the yardage for the 1st down, but ball ended up on the ground. Looked to be a little bit behind him.
A little late on the pass.
4th and 4 for the Cardinals.
So Cardinal Mooney setting up to punt. Your punter is Aiden Markey. He's a 5'8 junior. And deep for Boardman is Thomas Andahar, the quarterback. He does kick returns, punt returns. I'm pretty sure he set up our video equipment before the game.
They have a terrible punt by Mooney. This is going to be very favorable for Boardman field position. Just like that. Not sure why he's allowed to run the ball, but
it's interesting.
Not sure what that was about. You shouldn't be able to advance the ball.
Yeah, it should go back to the point where he touched it.
That was a little different.
If we were on one of the Saturday or Sunday broadcasts, we could call into our rules expert. Let us know.
They let him advance it though, Don. What's going on here? So that's a Cardinal Mooney 1st down.
Well, it's a live ball once it passes the line of scrimmage in high school football. That's the answer. So it is a live ball.
That makes zero sense that it's a live ball past the line of scrimmage, because you can fair catch a ball if you're on offense. I think what happened is it rolled past the original line of scrimmage, and then he was able to pick it up.
Came back, maybe. I'm not sure.
So maybe that was in Cardinal Mooney's game plan all along.
Could be.
Yeah, if I'm
handoff straight up the middle and nowhere to go for the Mooney ball carrier, Kyle Barnett.
And if I'm Boardman, that's got to fire me up pretty much for the rest of the night, allowing gimmicky stuff like that to happen.
Noah Thomas, number 11, is a ball carrier. Now a little bit of conversation down there between the umpire and Coach Doda. Not sure what that was about. Probably still some chirping about that last play.
They made Isaiah Torres leave the game.
Helmet may have came off. I think that's what happened. So it's 2nd down and 9, Cardinal Mooney. Nowhere to go once again for the Mooney ball carrier.
Powell on the carry for the Cardinals.
That's Jamar Powell, stacked up by the middle of the Boardman line.
And now I see why Mooney opened up the game throwing the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Absolutely nowhere to go on 2 running plays by Cardinal Mooney. That bodes well for the center of that Boardman defensive line. So now it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Might as well punt it and see if you can get a first down from it.
We'll see what new Mooney offensive coordinator Rick Shepis calls here. O'Brien again in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. And we're going to have a delay of game penalty, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 15. There are 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, this is Mooney's first offensive series. Boardman drove up to midfield and then punted, and now Mooney has the ball. He converted a very unusual 4th down conversion on a, what do you call that, a punt return by the punting team?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But now 3rd down and 15.
Nice
Brian with some
Boardman.
time, and Boardman's going to get to the quarterback. A number of Spartan defenders will sack O'Brien back at the 22-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and more than 20 here.
Now, if you're Boardman, stop celebrating, get over there, and let's get down to business on this punt return.
Absolutely. And what we saw in that last punt,
somebody better cover the short corner.
Very heads-up play by Aiden Markey, the Mooney punter. Great job by him. But I think he's going to want to get off a much better kick this time. You can't count on that happening again.
And this one definitely
much better. Andahar will field it at the 35. And all sorts of flags are going to come down, and there's going to be a block in the back against Boardman. So they're going to go backwards from here. While the officials sort this out and we have a change of possession, we're going to go to commercial here on YSN. Again, you're watching Cardinal Mooney and Boardman from Mineral Ridge.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are back for Boardman's second offensive series. They'll take it at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans. Andahar will hand the ball off to Torres, Ortiz. Fernando Ortiz, the ball carrier. No gain. I think he lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Beecham there to make the stop for the Cardinal Mooney defense.
Don, big shout out to your son Carter and his new roommate Ashton LaBelle. Ashton, I'm sure, misses being out on this football field. He was a heck of a linebacker last year for the Spartans.
They're watching down from the Ohio University campus in Athens. Andujar's going to throw. Intended receiver is Joel Cuevas-Pixley, and that's overthrown. Flag on the play.
Intended to Cuevas-Pixley falls incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Looks like it's against Cardinal Mooney from the way the players are pointing, I think.
Yeah, it looks like.
Or they're just talking to the Mooney coaching staff. Not sure what the penalty is. We'll wait and hear from our referee. Ineligible receiver downfield against Boardman. Mooney will decline that penalty, and it's 3rd down and 11 Spartans. Third and 11 Boardman. Triple receivers to the right. And Boardman will get 5 yards of that back. Yeah. Mooney jumps off sides.
Makes it a manageable 3rd down and 6.
Okay, so that may change the play call here.
3rd down and 7, 3rd down and 6, yeah.
Nice crowd on hand. The
nice
Spartan student section is packed down to the right of us. Good crowd on a Friday night. Beautiful night for high school football.
Absolutely. After 10 amazing games last night on the YSN network. Back in action tonight.
Andujar looking to throw. And he's very, very lucky that pass was not intercepted. Bad decision late and over the middle.
Yeah.
Right there to make
and
the stop
just off the hands of Mooney defensive back Cam Sweeney. He dove but could not get it. And the Boardman Spartans are very fortunate that that was not intercepted. So Ortiz drops back for his 2nd punt of the ball game. And Sweeney, who just nearly had the interception, is going to look to return this punt. He's deep, sets up at the 37-yard line.
Good snap. High punt.
And fair catch called for and made at about the 48 by Sweeney. That's where Mooney will set up. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Their 2nd possession of the ball game.
Cardinal Mooney, 1st and 10.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beers starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
And Don, if you're Mooney, this being their 2nd possession, we've already seen a nice little mix of run versus pass. What do you think's worked for them so far?
Well, it sure hasn't been the running game, and the snap from center has been a bit of a problem, as was just demonstrated right there. O'Brien will keep it. He'll lose 3 yards after that bobble of a high snap. So 2nd and 13 for Cardinal Mooney.
This is definitely not your typical Mooney offense of years past, where we're going to run and throw when we absolutely have to. So I think Shepis has a lot to do with that.
You know, I just look out there. There's some height advantage on the Mooney receivers, I think, over the Boardman defensive backs.
Yeah.
That they may have some opportunities if they can execute some pass plays down the field. O'Brien back to pass again under tremendous pressure, and he's going to finally get it away as he's driven out of bounds. Several Spartans had a chance to make the sack there, but you know, the one thing that has been consistent here is the Boardman defensive line and pass rush has been able to get to that quarterback.
Fantastic so far, and that is a big testament to the kids getting in the weight room, getting those legs strong, driving through those offensive linemen for Mooney. So
it's 3rd and 13. Ball is at the Mooney 45-yard line. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left to play here in the first quarter from Mineral Ridge.
Trips to the left for Mooney. Little screen play.
He's going to dump it off. And getting up to midfield, but well short of the first down, is Noah Thomas.
Pass to Thomas is complete.
So that'll bring up 4th and 8 for Cardinal Mooney from midfield.
Willie Torres there to make the stop for the Boardman defense.
Willie Torres with the stop for Boardman.
And Don, for this next series for Boardman, I wouldn't mind putting Holshoe out there and maybe getting him some passes up in the air. I mean, he's got a strong arm, you know, being 6'3", almost 200 pounds. Should have some decent receivers if you're Boardman as well.
Third punt of the day for Cardinal Mooney.
This one's end over end.
End over end. It's going to hit at about the 26-yard line. Why in the world would you try to pick that up? That's Aiden Berg, the junior.
He's going to get in trouble for that one. It's filmed tomorrow.
Cardinals there to make the stop.
Get away from it at that point. Let it bounce.
Yeah.
Give the ball to your offense.
The only time you ever want to high point a ball is when it's basketball and you're getting a rebound, buddy.
So Boardman will get their third offensive series of the game. They'll start at the 25-yard line. And Andahar remains at quarterback for the Spartans.
Little fake reverse back to Ortiz. Nothing working in the middle.
No. Neither of these teams having any success running the ball up the middle at all.
Spartans, multiple Cardinal Mooney
They're going to have to use
to make the stop.
Going to have to try to attack the edge.
Led by William Desmond, brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 Spartans. Andahar alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He'll call his own number.
Nice block by number 2, but he should have taken it to the outside. Decided to try to cut it back in. It just doesn't work.
No running room at all.
Andahar on the take for the Spartans.
Bring up 3rd and 9 Boardman.
Logan Boyd right there to make the stop.
So far, this offense is pretty vanilla. I know it's early and there's a lot of, these teams only had 18 days of actual camp to work on stuff. Graduating, 17 seniors last year?
I think that's correct, 17 seniors. Play clock running down now.
Probably going to call a timeout.
Going to need to call a time. May get it off in time. 2 seconds on the clock. Andahar looks to throw. He'll put it up deep down the middle to Ortiz. And he's taken down at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Boardman into Mooney territory.
First down. Cam Sweeney of the defense there to make the stop.
I love this up-tempo offense for Boardman.
Andahar will keep it up the middle. A little bit of running room. He'll get inside the 40. Give him 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 Boardman at the 39.
And it's always good to flip the field position.
Taken down by Del Signor of the
early on in the first half.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6 Boardman.
This time's going to be Torres. Ball's loose.
Torres fumbles the ball, his first carry of the game, and let's see who comes up with it. Cardinal Mooney ball at the 38-yard line.
Major momentum killer.
By Rielli of the Cardinal defense. That'll be a Mooney first down.
Ty Rielli recovers that fumble by Willie Torres, and Boardman turns the ball over.
23 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play.
And this is going to be one of those juggernauts of a night when it might be the first person to score.
Neither one of these teams really finding their rhythm offensively. It looked like Boardman got a bit of a spark with that long pass, but then turned the ball over 2 plays later. 23 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Mooney will set up 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
If you're Boardman defense, you want to try to get the ball right back.
O'Brien will look to throw. Finds his receiver in Boardman's side of the field. That is Cameron Page, a sophomore.
Break Cardinal Mooney, 1st down.
1st and 10, Cardinal Mooney at the 46-yard line. And you know, last year the Spartans had a problem with quick change situations.
Right.
And, you know, I hearken back seeing that play right there. The fumble happens immediately. Mooney gets a nice pass, and you just hope that that defense can stiffen up right here.
Right.
O'Brien is going to be sacked.
Wow.
Way back.
Not sure what the penalty is.
Not sure at all what the penalty is.
They're going to get Ortiz for unnecessary roughness.
No, I'm not sure, unless he's blowing the whistle to stop the play, but I didn't see anything there that would indicate a penalty. Yeah. Really did not.
Typically, Mooney gets these breaks for them, though.
Now, if I'm Coach Doda, I'm looking for an explanation from the official to see what that play was. Personal foul against Boardman, just as we thought.
Yeah.
And again, we're watching it from up here. Can't see it closely.
Right. Can't hear a whistle either. So maybe.
But
it should be from the spot of the foul, though. Correct?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it? Yeah. Why is that not from the spot of the foul?
Yeah. Something tells me that's not going to be the last that O'Brien's going to get.
Although, you know, Donnie, maybe it is, because that's about 15 from where the spot of the foul was.
It doesn't make it an automatic first down, though.
Correct. So. Again, another one of the changes in high school, or one of the differences in high school compared to the NFL or the college ranks, is a personal foul is not an automatic first down.
Right.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. The score: Cardinal Mooney 0, Boardman 0. We'll be back on the other side after this message from one of our sponsors.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
And we are back for the start of the second quarter here. No score between Cardinal Mooney and Boardman.
Cardinal Mooney fall game day program at the entrances.
Cardinal Mooney will have it 2nd down and 11 at the Boardman 47-yard line.
Proceeds going to the soccer team. Tickets are $6 for $5.
Handoff and very little running room right there for Noah Thomas.
Makes it a 3rd and long situation. Ortiz still out of the game.
Thomas on the carry
for Boardman, so still some good penetration by the defense.
The one thing that has been very positive for this Boardman defense is the pass rush thus far.
Absolutely.
O'Brien has been under tremendous pressure all night long, and the defensive staff of Boardman's got to feel good about that. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Cardinals. Just underway here in the second quarter from Mineral Ridge, the Easy Whitaker Field here at Joe Lane Stadium. Nice facility here in Trumbull County. O'Brien straight back. It's going to be a screen pass. And not enough for the first down is Noah Thomas. He'll be taken out of bounds on the far side of the field. And it's going to be 4th and 7 in decision time for Coach Polini at the 42-yard line.
4th and 6.
I mean, neither team's moving the ball all that well, so I don't know if you want to just go ahead and kick this and make this advantage Mooney with field position.
And it looks like they will. So on for his 4th punt of the evening is Aiden Markey. Thomas Andahar, the Boardman quarterback, will set up inside the 10-yard line to receive this punt.
Good snap. Great punt. That's going to go to the end zone.
Yep. And that's Markey's best punt of the evening, although in that situation he probably didn't want it to go into the end zone.
Net 27-yard punt.
Yep. So Boardman will set up at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 here with their first drive of the second quarter.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
First and 10, Boardman at the 20. Shout out to Sheely's Furniture. The best things do happen at home thanks to Sheely's and all our great sponsors here on YSN. Andahar will keep it and get good yardage. So, Boardman's most effective running play has been the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, and he's one of your best athletes. You definitely want to keep the ball in his hands, and if you got to trust your running backs, right? So far, Mia Torres unfortunately had that fumble, and Ortiz hasn't been able to do too much offensively, but it looks like you're going to need him more so in the defense. So we'll see if we can get a big play out of Boardman. I mean, we don't have a Cam Thompson on the outside like we did last year. We don't have a Sean O'Horo. We don't have a Terrence Thomas. So, there's a lot of playmakers that Boardman has to replace. And week 1, you're really not going to know too much about this Boardman team until about week 3.
Andahar keeps it again after faking the jet sweep, and he will have enough for the first down out to the 32-yard line.
And it's a good thing I didn't move the camera because he faked me out as well.
Andahar on the carry for the Spartans.
Thought it was a little jet sweep action.
Full disclosure, I thought he had the ball too. So. Since we're coming clean here.
Now, one thing you see, Don, is Boardman's not going fast tempo after they get that first down, so maybe they learned a little bit of a lesson there. Maybe their kids just aren't ready for that fast tempo.
Boy, the Boardman student section making a lot of noise this evening. Not sure how much of that is coming through in the sound of your home, but a lot of maroon and white down there to the right.
I can't see Mooney student section. No pun intended. They're in camouflage tonight.
Now, Andahar is going to show some shiftiness.
Now he threw the ball, so it's got to be incomplete. I'm not sure what that back judge is waiting for. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
With waiting that long to make the decision whether it was a fumble or not. I mean, obviously he threw the ball forward, but
I'm not sure he wasn't down before he threw the ball.
Yeah, he probably was down. So. Got the benefit of the doubt there.
Next week at Boardman Spartan Stadium, we will have the benefit of replays. YSN is partnering with BSTN, the Boardman Schools Television Network, so we'll have multiple cameras, replays, and whatnot, and we can look at that stuff again next week. But we're just a single camera operation here tonight in Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, which I will apologize ahead of time if I forget to move the camera. I'm not used to it. I'm used to the wonderful kids at BSTN doing all the work for us. We just get to sit there and talk. So
Ortiz will make the reception, and he'll be brought down by a host of Mooney tacklers at the 30-yard line.
And Andahar's pass is complete to Ortiz. Todd White of the Mooney defense right there.
And it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Boardman.
Not too much working for the Spartans. I mean, not too much working for the Mooney Cardinals either, per se. So this might be a game between the 30s for most part.
3rd and 10, Boardman. Andahar will drop back, look to throw. Now he'll look to run, and he's not going to get anything. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 10, and Boardman's going to punt again.
Andahar is sacked on the play by number 58, Jonah Woods of the Cardinal Mooney defense.
Shout out to Matt Ward watching from home. Said this looks like the old electric football game right now where you just turn it on and it starts buzzing around. There's not too much movement.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You are correct, Matt.
Well, and that's good for our camera operator, Don.
Yes, thank God.
Ortiz will get the punt off. Nice end-over-end punt. Sweeney will fair catch it at the 40.
Sweeney caught that at the 40 as a fair catch. It looked like he wanted to start taking off there. Maybe forgot that he fair caught that ball.
Fair catch from Sweeney.
And we'll be back after this from the Purple Cat. Change of possession here. No score between Boardman and Mooney.
Jimmy Sutton here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Remember, all of our live streams are brought to you by these sponsors that we continue to play the ads during breaks. So if you can do business with our YSN sponsors, please do so. These local businesses allow us to bring you the best in local high school sports.
Nothing better than local taking care of local.
So true. O'Brien will get the pass out to Thomas.
About a 5-yard gain. They did miss a block in the back on the side there, but that's okay. Nice little 5-yard gain for the Mooney Cardinals.
O'Brien's pass is complete to Thomas for a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That sun's starting to creep out a little bit, so we apologize. It's directly in our camera. If you can't see all that well, there's nothing I could do about that. I'm not a miracle worker.
Very nice stadium here at Mineral Ridge, and the only issue I would have is the press box looks directly into the setting sun here in the evening in the fall. So 2nd down and about 7 for Cardinal Mooney. Give is to Thomas, and he'll be wrapped up right at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe loses a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah.
Again, that Boardman run defense and defensive line continues to be a strength of the Spartan team.
3rd and 8.
Lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that front four and that linebacking unit, they've been doing a heck of a job. Play clock down to 7.
They're going to have to hurry to get this off. Under 5 now. And they just do get it off. Now penalty flag comes up, but I don't think it's delay a game.
It's an interception.
It's an interception.
That's a face mask too, right? Can't really tell.
Aiden Berg, the junior defensive back for Boardman, number 11, with the interception down the field, and Mooney's going to probably wish that they would have got the delay a game.
Number 11, Aiden Berg of the Spartans defense. It will be a Boardman 1st and 10.
Legal procedure was the initial call there. Boardman, of course, will decline that and set up at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans with 5:34 left to play here in the first half.
And maybe O'Brien got a little bit of that sun in his eyes as he rolled out because he threw that ball well past the Mooney receiver into the arms of Boardman defender.
First and 10 Spartans.
Got a whole shoe in the game now for the Spartans, so maybe we'll see a few passes here. What that does is that moves Andahar out into the H-back position, slot receiver. So, I mean, you want to get your athletes out on the field, out in space.
We've got Pixley, Andujar, and Ortiz out to the right. Holshoe alone in the backfield. He'll take the snap, straight back to pass. And now he'll decide to run with it. Plenty of room through the middle. And there's the strength of that big body of Nico Holshoe. He'll drive down inside the 45-yard line. 1st down for the Spartans.
Yeah, nice run. Just lowered his shoulder and got an extra 3-4 yards out of that.
A Boardman 1st down.
Ortiz now in the backfield with Holshoe.
Bad snap.
Bad snap.
Ortiz
Holscher will take it.
That's right.
And he's got some running room inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line.
Holscher on the keeper for the Spartans.
I'm glad you could see who had the ball, Don, because I'm looking directly into the sun here.
Well, I don't know how well I see it. He's inside the 40, but he's at the 35. So it'll be second and very short, second and a yard. Give is to Ortiz. He'll have enough for the first down, but not much more, so it'll be first and 10, Boardman at the 33-yard line.
And Ortiz is not running the ball like he did last year. Last year, he gave Sean O'Hara quite a few breaks running the ball. He used to hit that hole hard. He's kind of tiptoeing through that line of scrimmage. That's not indicative of his running style.
No, last year, remember, he would put his foot in the ground and head upfield, and this year he's sort of picking his spots, and I think he'd be better served to
he was a beneficiary of a lot of long runs by Sean O'Hara where Sean would come out of the game and Ortiz would clean it up and get the touchdown. So
it's early in the year, and I'm sure the coaches will talk to him about that.
3 seconds to go.
Just do get it off. Holschu's going to put
He's
it
open.
in the air. Receiver is
Great
open.
Oh, he dropped the ball.
And he drops the ball.
Holschu's pass falls incomplete.
That's Willie Torres. Flag on the play, and I think they're going to get the Mooney defensive back.
Flag on the play.
Possibly for taunting.
Not really sure. I can't see.
I think the play itself was good. But there was some action after the incompletion, and against Boardman.
Another one of those things where Boardman, two personal fouls, they're just shooting themselves in the foot early, man.
Well, we saw it last year with this team.
Oh, it drove me nuts.
And some of those players have graduated, but
yeah, there's still some more.
There's still some that are making those kind of mistakes. And whether you win the individual battle or lose it down there, don't put your team in a hole by getting a personal foul penalty.
No, because now you're second and forever.
Second and forever, and if you don't gain much yardage, you're in a position there where it's probably 4-down territory.
Right, 100%.
And now you're back up near midfield. That'll take it all the way back to the 47-yard line. Got to get down to the 23 for a first down.
Second and 24.
So second and 24. Holscher will throw.
He's got a guy open.
Receiver over the middle. And making the catch for Boardman.
They're going to say it's incomplete. Hit the ground.
Now,
Holschu's pass intended to Andahar falls incomplete.
Not a lot of argument there from the Boardman receiver, so it must have hit the ground.
Third and long for the Spartans.
So it'll be third and 25. 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Clock is stopped here in the second quarter. Play clock down to 10. So the Boardman Spartans are going to have to hurry here to get this off.
They get it off in time.
Holscher will look to throw.
He's
got
a
lot of running room. And he'll get it.
He'll fumble the ball
forward. The ball forward. And who was on the recovery down there? Boardman will hold on to it, I think.
Boardman holds on to it. They're going to go. They easily should go for this.
Cuevas Pixley with the fumble recovery on the play.
Joel Cuevas Pixley recovered that fumble. Helped his quarterback out. It'll be fourth down and six
for the Spartans.
At the 29-yard line.
Very manageable fourth down and 6 if you're the Boardman Spartans. Trips to the right. Doubles to the left. Holscher along in the backfield. We're going to get a timeout here by Mooney.
Timeout Cardinal Mooney. That's their second of the half.
Yep.
Cardinal Mooney, timeout.
So we'll take a break with them. And when we come back, we'll see what Boardman does on fourth down.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Steve Coca and the gang over Coca's Pizza do serve it hot from 9 area locations. Visit Coca's Pizza, the perfect post-game place to go.
Excellent, excellent sponsor of YSN and especially the Boardman Spartans as well.
And just seeing that commercial, I'm starting to get hungry. We need to make some post-game dining plans,
here,
Donnie. Okay, 4th and 6, Boardman. Ball on the Mooney 29-yard line, farthest penetration into Mooney territory. Student section getting loud down below us.
Looks like you're going to get outside pressure from Mooney. Good screen. I just threw it too soon. To make that screenplay develop. So
Holshue's pass to Andahar is incomplete, and you know, even if he makes the catch,
it's short of the
first down at that point. So Boardman's going to turn it over.
I apologize for the last announcement. 50-50 sales are now over.
So we'll see what Cardinal Mooney has in store on the offensive side of the football. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left before halftime.
I'm not really sure if they have a 2-minute drill or not at Mooney, but you need time to get the ball off, and Boardman's pressure up front's been huge all night. Ortiz is in the game on defense, so he just has to be careful he doesn't get a second personal foul penalty because he'll be ejected from the game.
Mooney down to just one timeout. That may become a factor here with 2:53 left to play before halftime.
I would bet an inside handoff to start this drive. Nope.
O'Brien will look to throw. He's going to put it deep.
And out of bounds.
Out of bounds. The receiver made the catch, but he was in the black part of the field. You need to stay inside the white. Nice pass by O'Brien there.
Yeah. Took a chance.
O'Brien's pass attempt is incomplete.
So 7 seconds come off the clock. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Clock is stopped.
Last time Mooney went with a deep ball, they followed up with a screen pass, so we'll see if they're predictable on this one.
Mooney offensive coordinator this year is Rick Shepis, former coach at Waynesburg and several other locations. And the inside handoff to Noah Thomas is going to go nowhere. That Spartan defensive line continues to be strong. There were 3 or 4 white shirts on the tackle.
And that right there, Don, that was just, we're gonna run some clock now. Take a chance on first down, run some clock on second, see if we can get break free on a run. But good job by Boardman for bottling that up.
Coming up at halftime, we will have the Boardman Spartan Marching Band. So you can look forward to that. Third and 11, Cardinal Mooney. Clock is running. O'Brien back to throw. Once again, he's under pressure. He'll look to get it off. Throws it late across the middle of the field there. And it's incomplete. Drops incomplete. So the clock will stop with 1:55 left to play here in the first half. And Boardman should get the ball back in very good field position.
One thing that Boardman hasn't done that they usually do in years past, they haven't used any of their timeouts yet. So
this is true.
Usually Boardman, by the end of the second half, they're out of their timeouts. They can't really run a 2-minute offense. So we'll see what they got.
Clock management is definitely better this year than what we saw last year. Markey to punt. His 5th punt of the evening. End over end. And fair catch made by Andahar at the 38-yard line. Boardman will set up 1st and 10, minute 48 to go.
That's decent field possession or position for Boardman. So we'll see what they got. With 1:48, they got plenty of time. 3 timeouts.
39-yard line.
1st and 10, Boardman at the 39.
You got Horseshoe and Andahar in the game. Horseshoe's coming out. I did like how they moved the ball with Horseshoe in the game, though, Don.
It seemed to give him a little bit of a spark on that last drive. I'm surprised he didn't stay in there. We'll see what they do here. Andahar, just like that. Strong runner. Andahar crosses midfield. He'll have well more enough for a first down to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans.
Andahar on the carry for the Spartans, taken down by Sweeney.
Stop the clock for a first down.
Boardman first down.
1:35 and ticking.
3 timeouts, so should be plenty of time. Andahar will look to throw, rolls to the right, put it in the air. Pass is too high for the intended receiver, Willie Torres. Clock will stop, minute 20 left here in the second quarter. And just like that, the sun comes out from behind the
right back in our eyes.
Cloud. It's right back in our eyes. Perhaps by the time halftime is over, that sun will have set.
Sure looks nice on the screen, though. So folks watching the game at home, this has to look pretty cool to you, especially if you're watching in high def. But if you're watching through a camcorder, not so much.
Pass is complete to Willie Torres. He'll be driven out of bounds at the
they're running the
40-yard line. Now that's
he ran right out of bounds. I'm not sure why he'd be running the clock, but if I'm Coach Dodo, I'm calling a quick timeout here. Clock's running 1:04.
3rd and 4.
Now he calls timeout.
Now he calls the timeout. A few seconds ticked off. 1:01 left to play.
Boardman timeout. That's a Spartans timeout.
So we're going to take a break while Boardman regroups here. They'll have it 3rd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
YSN has helped me really dive into what I want to do. When people say, "Oh, the voice of the John F. Kennedy Eagles, the voice of the Warren JFK," I smile every time. Like, I can't help it. It's awesome. This is my dream, and then the opportunity that was given to me was absolutely remarkable. It makes me even more proud to be part of the Kennedy family alumni, and it makes me even more proud to be part of YSN. My name is Dom O'Brien, and my sports network is your sports network.
Welcome back to Cardinal Mooney and Boardman here on YSN, your sports network. We're at Joe Lane Stadium in Mineral Ridge, Ohio.
And Dawn, I got to give a shout out to my wife Kara and my daughter Carlin and son Alan watching from home. They said watching the TV right now, watching the live stream, looks like they're watching this game through a prism the way the sun's hitting us right now. So,
well, that is our special effects
yes.
team.
We do a good job with that. They pay extra.
3rd and 4, Boardman. Andahar will look to throw. He'll put it in the air. And his intended receiver, Willie Torres, could not get to that one. So 4th and 4, 55 seconds left to play. And this is going to be a punting situation for the Spartans.
4th and 4.
Yeah, no need to give Mooney any thought of field possession. Field position.
Field position.
Yeah, the
Field
sun's
position.
making me say possession.
Spartans will be in action next Friday night against Cheney, and Cheney really did a number on Poland, 34-2 last night.
They got athletes for days. Jason Hewlett's back, looking to have a huge senior year. End over end punt. Looks to roll dead at the 16-yard line.
So Cardinal Mooney will have it with 47 seconds left here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Now, if you're Cardinal Mooney, this has to be predictable. They got to take the long ball, the long shot, play one, see what they have, and then be conservative from there on out if it doesn't work. So,
yeah, Boardman's still with 2 timeouts. So if you throw an incompletion on first down, stops the clock. You give Boardman a chance to. The one thing you don't want to do here is give the ball back to Boardman.
Yeah.
So I like your thinking there, Donnie. Try the long ball on first down, and then maybe go into the halftime at no score, but under no circumstances do you want to give the ball back to the Spartans here.
It looks like they're going to take a knee. So this first half, Don, is really basically, oh, no, they're not taking a knee. They faked it.
Thomas will be the ball carrier. Not very much there.
No.
He hasn't had a lot of running room all night. Maybe gets a yard or two. Clock will continue to run down at 37 seconds now.
But this half, if you're Boardman, it's a tale of 3 plays, the 2 personal foul penalties, and that muffed punt that Mooney was able to take for a first down, where Boardman would have had field possession at the 30-yard line on Mooney's side of the field. So, few plays that really shot Boardman in the foot in the first half. Hopefully they can clean it up and have a better second half.
3-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Cardinal Mooney does not have to snap the ball here, so I'm not really sure why they're lined up, but probably some of the inexperience of these young high school kids. And that'll be 0 on the clock at the end of 2 quarters of play. The score, Cardinal Mooney nothing, Boardman nothing. We're going to take a break. This is YSN, your sports network. We'll be back for the Boardman Marching Band.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
the 1970s. We feature the Spartan Silks and Sweethearts on Disco Inferno. Prepare to be amazed as we present Magic. Ladies and gentlemen, gather around for a good old-fashioned game of Hanky-Poo. Now that's 2 for me and 1 for you. 5 will get you 10, 10 will get you 20, and the name of the game is Find the Pretty Lady. So place your bets and keep your eyes on the Red Queen. Hey, diddle-diddle, the queen was in the middle. Where's the lovely lady now? Audience, make some noise if they think the queen is card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. Please show us card number 2. Wow, this audience is as smart as it is good looking. How about a chance to double your money? Keep your eye on the red lady. Audience, one more time. Make some noise if you think the card is number 1. Number 2. Or number 3. All right, once again, let's see card number 2. Oh, well, you can't win them all. Let's find out where she was hiding. Please show us card number 1. And card number 3. Ah, yes, the Queen's a fickle lady. Where can she be? I think you'll find her if you look at the press box. Spartan Marching Band.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared, and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Hi, I want to tell you about my Tricia Yearwood home collection available at Sheely's Furniture. With 2 locations serving Ohio and Pennsylvania, Sheely's is one of the country's top sellers of my home collection. And the best part? At Sheely's, you never have to wait for a sale. They offer everyday low pricing as well as a price match guarantee, so you can shop the Tricia Yearwood home collection with confidence. Come see my collection with something to offer for every room in your home and get it all with free local delivery, only at Sheely's Furniture.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Rain will come and go tomorrow. There'll be some dry intervals.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small. So it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Or visit us on the web. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99. And $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
Mooney home games.
And we are back for the start of the second half between Cardinal Mooney and Boardman. No score here from Mineral Ridge. Donnie, we saw the Boardman Spartan marching band at halftime. They performed some magic tricks. We saw the Cardinal Mooney cheerleaders, and now we're ready for the second half of this ball game, and we'll see if anybody can get on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the only entertainment of the evening was the halftime show. But no, I mean, like I was telling you before the half, it was basically 3 total plays that really doomed Boardman in that first half. 2 personal foul penalties and a really weird punt sequence by Mooney that they said never. So I got some clarification on that at halftime. They said the ball never passed the line of scrimmage, which that was entirely false. It rolled past. It rolled back to the original line of scrimmage and beyond. So that's why Mooney was able to pick it up. But the initial call was that it never passed the line of scrimmage, which is completely wrong. But it is what it is. You got to roll with the punches, and if you're Boardman, I mean, you got to be okay with the way the game's going, because your defense is really holding this team in check.
So Boardman will kick it off here to start the second half.
Is it Andahart kicking off too?
No, that's number 80, Austin Conkson. Soccer player, kicker. His brother Cole is playing soccer in college, was the kicker on this team last year.
Great stick.
Noah Thomas
on the return
brings it out to the 19-yard line. And he stopped cold there, so Mooney will have their first offensive opportunity here in the second half.
First and 10 from the 19-yard line.
You know, and if you're the Boardman coaching staff, you got to like what you've seen on defense so far. But it's been a mixed bag on offense. Neither team really has been able to mount any sort of long drive. But we'll see what happens here. A lot of times halftime adjustments can make a difference. But Ashton O'Brien He's in the ball game for Cardinal Mooney at quarterback. He's gone the entire way for the Cardinals. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw. Once again under some pressure. Now he'll tuck it and run. He's got some running room this time. And he'll be brought down by Willie Torres up at the 24-yard line. Looks like he was going to have a longer gain than that, but Willie Torres closed on him and was able to bring him down.
He definitely had the open field. I tell you what, this is a much better quarterback for Mooney than in years past. I mean, again, Mooney was that typical 3 yards cloud of dust, just move the ball down the field and punch it in and, run that ball between the gaps. It's just a little bit of a different Mooney team this year with Shepis running the offense.
Second down and 4 for the Cardinals. Gets it out there quickly to Thomas, and he'll be brought down short of the first down marker, but it'll bring up third and 1 for Cardinal Mooney.
Gain of about 4 on the play. It is 3rd and 1.
So 3rd and manageable for Mooney.
Now here's where you're going to see that 3 yards in a cloud of dust, I think.
Right.
I don't think there's going to be any trickery or long pass coming here from the Mooney offensive staff. Well, I'll say this. I'll be surprised if there is.
Honestly, I wouldn't even hand this off. I would just quarterback keep it.
3rd and 1 for the Cardinals. Boardman stacks the line of scrimmage, and Thomas will break through the middle there, and he'll have enough for the first down. Gets out to the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 Cardinals.
So Mooney making some adjustments at halftime. Obviously, they were able to cut some of that that blocking scheme in the middle of the field, where Boardman did a good job in the first half. Seems like Mooney's been able to expose it a little bit in the second half, to start the second half.
That's probably your adjustments. You're absolutely right, because there was no running room between the tackles in the first half.
Looks like we're going to get a false start.
Yep, false start against the Cardinals. That'll move them back 5. They'll be at 1st and 15. And that's sort of what we've seen from both of these offenses this entire evening. Once they get a little bit of momentum started, they shoot themselves in the foot. Okay, 1st and 15 Mooney. Ball's on the 28-yard line. Early 3rd quarter, 9 minutes, 35 seconds left to play.
A little bit of a high snap. A little bit of a miscommunication there. He's going to get called for a hold, though. It looks like
incomplete. There is a flag on the field.
Flag up at the 44-yard line.
He's going to call a defensive hold on Boardman. We don't have the luxury of the BSTN replay crew to figure out if that was a hold or not, but
you were on it. I didn't see it. I was tracking the ball. It's a 10-yard penalty. And, of course, there are no automatic first downs in high school football on the defensive holding. Many of the rules different than college or the NFL, so now it'll be went from 1st and 15 on the 10-yard penalty to 1st and 5.
Screenplay. Breaks one tackle, gets out. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down.
That's Jeffrey Brenner on the catch.
Very manageable second down coming up for Mooney.
Pass is complete to Brenner on the play. Good for a Mooney first down.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
1st and 10 Mooney out at the 43-yard line. little bit of confusion getting that play in. Play clock now down to 2. They do just get it off. O'Brien with a long pass. He completes it downfield.
Fumble.
That's Carlos Gomez with the catch. Ball comes loose. Now penalty markers flying all over the field.
Spot markers.
Okay, they are spot markers. You're right.
O'Brien's pass is complete to Gomez for the first down.
So Gomez gets it down to the 27-yard line.
Mooney doing a nice job opening up the playbook in the second half to start this first drive. Wide open seam down the middle.
The Boardman defense will now need to tighten. This is Mooney's deepest penetration into Boardman territory. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One thing too, you haven't seen a pass rush.
No, the pass rush has not been as effective this half. O'Brien under center, give is to Thomas, and he'll be stopped immediately by Fernando Ortiz.
Thomas on the carry for Mooney, taken down by Ortiz of the Spartan defense.
Ortiz just flying to the football there. Thomas, not a lot of running room. Now Ortiz is going to come off the field. He'll be replaced by Mason Naraki, sophomore player, number 19. Cramp may be kicking in for Ortiz.
Yeah, very humid night.
O'Brien, he'll complete that pass inside the 20-yard line. That's Alec Del Signor, the tight end, with the catch. If you remember that name, he played some quarterback for the Cardinals last year.
For the Spartans.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 3. We're going to have an official timeout on the field for an injured Boardman Spartan.
Looks like another cramp.
And I think that is Willie Torres. No, it's not.
Does Boardman have a trainer?
Well, training staff was busy with Fernando Ortiz on the sideline.
That's right.
I think that is Willie Torres, number 6. That definitely looks like a cramp situation. So that'll also give the Mooney coaching staff and offensive players time to decide what they want to do here on 3rd and 3, short 3. Boardman trainer Mike Keneally looking at the injured Spartan, Willie Torres. The sun has finally set. Beautiful sky out in the distance.
Yeah.
No wind here tonight. The American flag absolutely still on the flagpole. And I mention that only because with the field position where it's at right now, depending on what happens on this play, not sure if we'll get certainly 4-down territory for the Cardinals.
Oh,
but,
most definitely.
You never know, a loss or whatnot. You know, you never know in high school football what the kicking game looks like.
Right.
Certainly at the next level or in the professional ranks, this is a field goal situation if it doesn't change here on this 3rd down, but 4-down territory in high school. Training staff continues to work on Torres.
It's working on for a pretty long time. That must be a pretty nasty cramp.
Just a reminder, next week the Spartans will be at home. They'll take on the Cheney Cowboys. Cowboys fresh off that 34-2 drubbing of the Poland Bulldogs last night. So Boardman will have their work cut out for them against Cheney. Cardinal Mooney will be here at home against Lake Catholic next Saturday evening. And a big round of applause for Willie Torres, and he looks to be fine, and I'm sure we'll see him back in the ball game here shortly. And the Spartans do need his aggressiveness and defensive playability.
It's a big 3rd down for the Spartans right now. If you have any ounce of guts, you got to really get after that. Looks like they're going to do a little wild. No wildcat. Single back.
This would be the prime opportunity for that Boardman defensive line to get a sack right now. O'Brien will keep the ball, and he will get enough for the first down inside the, right down near the 15-yard line. They'll spot it at the 16. He gets 4 yards. He needed 3. First down, Cardinals at the 16. Still no score. Clock is running. 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. This is the deepest penetration of either offense in the ball game. And we sort of talked at halftime that the first team to score may be the team that wins, but a lot left to play here tonight. O'Brien now under pressure. He will get the pass off, and it'll be complete inside the 10.
And you notice there, Don, that Boardman's really staying off on the pressure, thinking that there might have been a screen there. Instead of attacking, pinning the ears back and attacking like they did all in the first half, they're kind of playing very timid.
Boardman defense is really going to need to stiffen. I think they need to get aggressive here because you need one of those play-changing, game-changing type of sacks here in this situation. It's 2nd down and 3. Now we have a Mooney player down on the field, and we'll take a timeout as the Mooney training staff goes out to look at their player that's on the field right now.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service. We'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality.
Mooney, number 10, Ty Reale comes off the field under his own power. Certainly another victim of the cramps here.
Oh, yeah.
We see that a lot with August football games.
Well, when you go into halftime and you're basically sitting around, listening to chalk talk and still hard to warm up in the second half and do the normal routine. I mean, you had plenty of time before the game to get loose, but not so much in the second half with a short halftime.
2nd and 3 for the Cardinals. Ball just inside the Boardman 10-yard line.
Here's the pressure.
And he's just going to throw it away there. Good decision by O'Brien. The Boardman defensive coaching staff were absolutely jumping up and down before the snap of the ball. Not sure what the coaches saw, but they are continuing to yell at that defense.
And you see O'Brien, if you give him plenty of time, he can hit his targets. But if he's got to scramble, it's a little bit of a different situation for him. So if I'm Boardman, I'm not worrying about that screen pass. I'm pinning my ears back and going after him.
Okay, 3rd down and 3. Ball's at the 9-yard line. Play clock is under 10. A little bit of confusion in the Mooney backfield. They're going to have trouble getting this off right now. But they do. More pressure on O'Brien. He throws it into the end zone. Pass is complete. Touchdown, Cardinal Mooney.
O'Brien's pass.
That was a nice rollout by O'Brien.
Mooney, touchdown.
Giving his receiver plenty of time to set up. Outside of the hash mark into the end zone. It was a good catch, too.
Mooney, touchdown.
And the kick is up. Kick is good. So with 5 minutes, 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The score, Cardinal Mooney 7, Boardman nothing.
Making the score, your Cardinal Mooney Cardinals 7, Boardman 0.
That touchdown pass was caught by Robert Hardy, 9 yards from Ashton O'Brien. Give the Cardinals the lead. We're going to apologize for a second. We've got no lighting in the position that we're in, so it's difficult to read these rosters. And because that's Hardy's first catch on the game, did not recognize the number.
And Mooney did a great job chewing up a lot of clock in that first possession of the second half too. So I'm going to stay here and for the kickoff, and then maybe get a word from our sponsors.
Aiden Markey has it teed up for the Cardinals at the 40. He'll put it in play to Thomas Andahar and Fernando Ortiz. They're set up at the 5-yard line for Boardman, and to say that Boardman needs a spark here is an understatement.
Yeah. Ball's going to go into the end zone.
That'll be a touchback, so Boardman will get it first and 10.
Kick goes to the back of the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Boardman football at the 20-yard line.
So this will be our first look after halftime at the Boardman offense. Let's see if they can answer. They're out over the ball and ready to go.
Definitely got to stop the bleed right now.
Andahar will keep it. He'll get 2. 2nd and 8, Boardman.
Andahar on the carry for the Spartans.
You know, Don, we were talking at halftime. You're replacing so many weapons from the team you had last year, and Terrence Thomas, Cam Thompson, Sean O'Horo. It's tough. Tough to replace a group like that. They're all going D1 colleges.
Yeah, in O'Horo's case, Power 5 in the SEC to Kentucky. Terrence Thomas in the Big Ten to Purdue. Cam Thomas playing at the next level. It's difficult to replace
Eastern Illinois. And then you got
players
even
like
have
that.
Anthony Hightower going to Valparaiso. So
correct. She had a lot of offensive firepower in that Boardman offense last year, and we'll see who's going to step up this year.
It's a very young team. You got to grow up pretty fast.
Andahar will keep it again. He'll have enough for the first down after the 32-yard line, so that'll move the chains, which
on the carry for the Spartans.
you really needed to do in that situation.
For a first down. Taken down by Gomez.
Boardman's going to try that up-tempo offense again.
Andahar will keep it again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The keeper for the Spartans.
Andahar's pretty gassed right now.
Right there to make
I want to change this up a little bit.
Defense. 2nd and 11.
Shout out to my wife, Colleen. She said she was watching this evening, or actually listening to us this evening, Donnie, as she walked tonight.
Nice.
Ortiz the ball carrier. He'll be knocked out of bounds up
Ortiz on the carry for
the other side of the 40-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and 2 where they're going to spot it.
Defense.
We've got a Mooney player down on the play.
Looks like another cramp.
Another cramp. In fact, so close to the Boardman sideline that Boardman trainer Mike Keneally's working on him right now.
A little teamwork makes the dream work.
Either that or Mike Keneally has a early dinner reservation.
He might.
He might be heading to Coca's Pizza and getting one of those world famous pepperoni rolls. Coca's Pizza, did we mention they're one of our sponsors?
They are definitely one of our sponsors, man. You're making me hungry, Don.
They serve it hot from 9 area locations. Funny story, I do the public address, as you're aware, for the Boardman soccer program, and we do a halftime trivia question. And Coca's Pizza, again, a sponsor of a lot of the high school athletic programs around here. They're a sponsor at Boardman Spartan Stadium. And one of our trivia questions at halftime last year was, how many area locations does Coca's have? And somebody thought they had 125 locations.
Oh, my goodness. They don't have that many.
Now, Steve might want to get to that one day, but they're not up there yet. Okay, 3rd down and 1 for Boardman. Pistol formation. Ortiz directly behind Andahar. And we're going to get a legal procedure against the Spartans.
A little bit of movement up front.
Left side of that offensive line moved, so it goes from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. Still manageable, but not nearly as easy as it was.
You know, again, a young team like this, you're going to keep shooting yourself in the foot until you figure it out.
If you're watching us tonight on YSN, send us a text, 330-299-8527. We know we have some folks that tune in from around the country to watch Spartan football and Cardinal Mooney football for that standpoint.
Yeah, I'm already getting plenty of texts from Mooney fans saying, stop being a Boardman homer.
Well, much like Tom Hamilton and Jim Rosenhaus on the Guardians broadcast, we are the Boardman broadcast team, so
we have to have some homership.
We don't hide that fact, and
White on the coverage
so it is a bit of a slanted broadcast sometimes, I suppose. But again, that number, if you want to send us a text, we'd love to hear from you, especially if you're out of town. 330-299-8527. That Andahar pass is incomplete. It's going to set up a punting situation, 4th and 6 for the Spartans. Fernando Ortiz back in punt formation for Boardman. And Cameron Sweeney sets up at the 31-yard line for Cardinal Mooney. End over end punt. Sweeney calls for the fair catch. He will. I don't know if he touched that or not, but if he did, I think he did.
Let's see what the officials say.
Boardman football.
That could be the break that Boardman needed.
So Sweeney went up to attempt the fair catch and really probably should have just let that ball hit and let it go because he touched it. And at that point, it's a live football. So Boardman will get it 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, and that may just be the break that the Spartans need. Andahar will keep it. Nice running room through the middle of that Mooney defense.
Andahar on the carry for the Spartans.
Did a nice job hitting that hole on that play.
He'll get 6, 2nd down and 4.
Of the Mooney defense.
Alec Delsignor on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Little pitch out to Ortiz.
Ortiz the runner. He'll get inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line.
Enough for a first down.
Boardman first down. So just like that, the muff punt. Boardman offense looks like they've got some momentum. And a hurl throw. Pass is complete to Phil Clark, the senior receiver.
Andahar's pass is complete to Phil Clark for a gain of about 5 on the play.
He'll get 4, 2nd down and 6, Boardman.
2nd and 5.
Boardman trying to go with some pace right here.
Definitely 4-down territory.
Andahar calls his own number. Plenty of running room inside the 20, and the Spartans are in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Taken down by Tyree Alley.
And we've got another Cardinal cramp. And actually, did you notice Fernando Ortiz went to help the Moody player and stretch the leg out?
He felt his pain early on.
He may have the same dinner plans that Mike Keneally does.
Maybe.
We're going to take a break. Again, all these live high school sporting events are brought to you through the generous support of our sponsors. So here's one from Coca's Pizza.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Shout out to Stephen Conti, Ashton LaBelle, Jack Corden, and Carter Mascola, Boardman alumni who are down at Ohio University. Their second day on campus. Multi-sport athletes, all of them. Ashton LaBelle and Stephen Conti, of course, fixtures for this Boardman football team last season. They're watching down at Crawford Hall at Ohio University.
Man, I tell you what, I know it was tough for those guys to get dropped off and the parents, and I'm not looking forward to this weekend doing the same with my daughter, but I know those guys are going to go on and do great things, so have fun, boys.
It's exciting times, of course. Donnie, you'll be heading down to the Steel City to Pitt. I was down in Athens yesterday to drop Carter off, and my house is a lot quieter now. Fernando Ortiz, the ball carrier. He's got running room up the middle. He'll be brought down just shy of the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down Spartans.
And Boardman can actually get another first down, so they can be pretty deliberate in their play calling.
Yeah, first and 10 at the scoreboard shows 12. I think it's more like the 11-yard line, but minute 28, clock is running here in the third quarter. Boardman's deepest penetration into Mooney territory is this right here. Andahar keeps it himself after faking to Ortiz. He's going to break some tackles, and then he'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Just tremendous effort, but can't get away from all 11 guys.
No. Great effort by Andahar. But
second down and 10 Boardman. They'll slow it down a bit now.
It's amazing that for the most part, each team's going to have one possession in the entire third quarter.
Give is to Ortiz. Through the middle of that Mooney line. He'll get inside the 10.
Ortiz on the carry for the Spartans. Taken down by Desmond.
We'll give him 4. He's to the 7-yard line. Brings up third and 6. They can get a first down inside the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and this is definitely 4-down territory for the Spartans.
They could actually let this clock run right now. Play clock and game clock are about 3 seconds different. So we'll see if they want to wait till the fourth quarter or try to run a play here. Andahar is back. Pass is incomplete. He was under pressure.
Yeah.
And his pass to Clark was incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 6 at the 7-yard line as we start the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this from Sheely's.
Hi, I want to tell you about my Trish Yearwood home collection available at Sheely's Furniture. With 2 locations serving Ohio and Pennsylvania, Sheely's is one of the country's top sellers of my home collection. And the best part? At Sheely's, you never have to wait for a sale. They offer everyday low pricing as well as a price match guarantee, so you can shop the Trish Yearwood home collection with confidence. Come see my collection with something to offer for every room in your home and get it all with free local delivery, only at Sheely's Furniture.
Reliability. Innovation. scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Okay, as we start the fourth quarter, the money quarter, I guess.
Yeah.
It's Cardinal Mooney 7, Boardman nothing. Boardman has it 4th down and 6 at the Mooney 7-yard line.
Garfield 19, Cardinal 6.
It's a big play here. Big 4th down for both teams.
Huge play.
Wyndham 12.
We had time to talk about it between quarters, and now Coach Doda is going to call timeout, I think. No, not a timeout. Talking to the officials, trying to see what's going on here. Coach Doda came running down the sidelines to the side judge, and now the officiating crew is conferring in the center of the field.
Not really sure what's going on. Looks like the ball placement too far to the left hash.
Okay, now we're ready to go. 12 minutes to play in the ball game. Andahar will keep it, and he'll be dropped at the line of scrimmage.
That will not be enough as the Mooney defense comes up with a stop.
So Mooney will stop Boardman at the 7-yard line. Cardinals will get the ball back, and that Boardman threat comes to nothing there.
Looked like they could have had a nice little fake on the outside, and number 2, Phil Clark. I think everybody was keying in on Andahar in that play, that possession.
Well, and you do wonder when you start to talk about where the placement of the ball is, and you're looking for some more room along that side of the football field.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Mooney coaches
Might
are
be a
seeing
little
that
bit of a
too.
tell.
Bit of a tell there, but you know, Boardman, the defense now has an opportunity because the Cardinals have not shown much of an ability to move the ball, with the exception of that drive in the third quarter. So let's see if the Boardman defense can come up with a stop, give their offense the ball back in good field position. So Mooney back against their own goal line, 1st and 10 at the 7. O'Brien will give the ball off. And
some of these run plays that Boardman was not allowing in the first half, Mooney's really been able to get some breathing room here.
Sure have. 2nd and 2 for the Cardinals. Page was the ball carrier there. And again, we're having difficulty with some of the numbers because we have no lighting up in our box location. So
dark.
To try to read the roster is virtually impossible. So we're going to apologize for that. O'Brien will look to throw. Airs it out deep. And incomplete. And one of the Mooney fans are complaining because the Boardman defensive back, number 7, Cuevas Pixley, never turned around and played the ball. But in high school football, you do not have to play the ball. You can face guard. You can do exactly what he did. So the official's right on it. And that's the correct call. It's funny, you watch the fans over there outraged that there wasn't a flag, and the Mooney coaching staff, knowing the rule, was not complaining. So 3rd down and 3. This is where you need to stop. Once again, play clock under 5. They're going to have to hurry to get this off.
They're not going to. That's
they
illegal
just
motion.
do. Yep, and you're going to get an illegal procedure penalty.
Which is crazy because he completed the pass,
but it's all coming back.
Yeah. We're going to move that camera right back to there.
So that illegal shift, I think, is what the side judge is signaling. 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8, and that's just what the Boardman defense needed. And we've got a Mooney player down on the far side of the field. Cannot see the number, and I think it's another one of these cramp situations once again. Very, very common with these August football games.
Especially the first few weeks of football. I mean, the OHSAA does zero favors moving all these games so far early so far a few weeks up in the summer. I mean, it was 84 degrees today.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous, and quite frankly, the reason behind all that is this expanded playoffs that they want to have, and you got to get all that in. So in order for the calendar to work, it's several games before the school year even starts, and you're playing in baseball weather.
Right. Makes you feel for all the football teams down south playing in much hotter conditions, in Georgia, Florida, landlocked, some of these states.
Absolutely the truth. The Spartan soccer teams will be in action tomorrow, both the girls and the boys. The girls, this is their second game. They'll face North Canton Hoover, JV at 12, varsity at 2. And then the boys will get their season underway facing the Knights of Akron Hoban High School at 5 and 7, JV at 5, varsity at 7. That's at Spartan Stadium tomorrow. A full day of soccer in Boardman. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for Cardinal Mooney. Ball is at their 11-yard line. 10 minutes, 54 seconds left to play here in the ball game.
It's a big penalty. Zero breeze out tonight, too. This is...
No wind at all. The flag is absolutely limp on the flagpole.
Yeah. All right, they got him up and moving.
Coach Doda in the defensive huddle for Boardman at the 20-yard line at the hash mark. That sort of puts an exclamation point on the importance of this upcoming play.
Absolutely.
O'Brien's pass is complete. And the receiver will not be brought down until he's at the Boardman 25-yard line. That's Carlos Gomez, got behind the Boardman defense. And the last thing that the Boardman defense wanted to happen was that. And right now, Mooney's in business down at the Boardman 25-yard line.
Looks like we got another cramp issue for Boardman.
That's Andre Freeman down on the field.
That was a tough one there, Don.
That may be the game breaker right there. You got him pinned, 3rd and 8. They come off a illegal shift penalty after a 3rd and short where they completed the pass for the first down. And then you give up that long catch and run. I'll tell you, O'Brien's been impressive. You give him some time, he's able to get the ball to his receivers.
You know, we don't get stats up here, but I'd have to imagine he's got close to 200 yards passing right now.
Okay, Boardman defense needs a sudden change play here, to say the least. 1st and 10, Cardinal Mooney at the 27-yard line of Boardman. They lead 7-0. Approaching 10 minutes to play in the ball game.
Virtually the same play. Fumble.
Fumble the football. And Boardman will get it back, so they get the game-changing play. Thomas Andahar makes the recovery. Another nice pass by O'Brien, and then the receiver fumbles it.
Virtually the same play, just going the opposite direction.
So that's the opportunity that Boardman was looking for. Now they've got to capitalize on it. So with 10 minutes, 12 seconds left to play here in the ballgame, we're going to break for this from WFMJ.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage.
1st and 10 Spartans. Toss out to Fernando Ortiz. Short gain on the play.
Ortiz on the carry for the Spartans.
And just like that, we've got another Mooney player down, another cramp situation.
Yeah, this is going to be a very long fourth quarter with cramps.
And I was hoping to get to Coca's Pizza as soon as possible.
Hopefully they can stay open for us.
I would hope so. I just saw in that last ad we ran, they have a buffet.
Oh, yeah.
That's dangerous.
Oh, it's very. Listen, there's one person that takes full advantage of that buffet, and that's Jerry Blasco. Jerry Blasco loves that Bob's Burger Pizza, man. It's
wow.
It's like a Big Mac on a pizza. It's so good at Coca's.
Where is Jerry tonight? I don't see him down here tonight.
He's here. He sent us a message.
Okay.
Making sure we were okay up here, all the way up in the crow's nest.
That's true.
Not that he could climb all the way up here, but
No, it is quite the climb up an actual ladder.
Yeah, straight ladder.
After we unhinged we'll call it a hatch.
Yeah, so obviously this is our first time up at Middle Ridge High School doing a game. That hatch I almost pushed to the wrong side, and it would have fallen all the way down to the ground. So thank God I let you take over from there.
And I think it weighed about 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Andahar will roll to the right. He'll look to throw. He throws it into a host of Mooney receivers, and that pass is intercepted. Todd White, number 17, the Mooney defensive back. And Andahar right there, he'd like to say he'd like to have that back is an understatement. There were 3 defenders and 1 Boardman receiver there. Not the pass you want to make there.
It's just a very inexperienced quarterback. Maybe in some of these situations you might want to see Nico Holshoe with Andahar still out on the field. Kind of get your athletes spread out a little bit more and see if you could sling it down the field a little bit.
So Mooney will set up 1st and 10 at the 35. 9 minutes, 39 seconds left to play here in Mineral Ridge.
If you're Mooney, you're going to probably go right back to that pass play down the middle. I mean, the only thing that didn't work was it was a fumble, so.
O'Brien back to pass. It is right down the middle. And that pass is complete inside the 15-yard line.
O'Brien's pass to Gomez.
To Carlos Gomez.
Cardinals, first down.
Got behind the Boardman defense and made them pay. Mooney content to let some clock run here. High snap. Pass is picked off.
Not sure.
That's Aiden Berg, the junior defensive back for Boardman.
Not sure where he was running to.
And
intercepted by number 11, Aiden Berg of the Spartans defense. 1st and 10, Boardman.
And I think O'Brien would like to have that one back because a score here of any type, I think, puts an exclamation point on this game.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Steve Satterfield is watching from Boardman, Ohio. He says, go Spartans. Thanks, Steve. We're glad you're with us. Okay, Thomas Andahar is in the backfield for Boardman. They get another opportunity here. He'll call his own number, and he'll be ridden out of bounds on the far sideline.
Andahar on the carry for the Spartans. Good for a gain of about 6. Multiple Cardinal Mooney.
Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Ball's at the 15-yard line.
I feel like there's been 9 minutes on the clock for 24 years now.
Well, between the cramps and the exchanges of interceptions, I think you're right.
Looks like that's going to be enough for a first down.
They will move the change. Ortiz, the ball carrier, gets it out right to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans. 8 minutes, 51 seconds left. Play in the 4th quarter. Andahar has some running room. He'll be up near another first down.
Andahar on the carry for the Spartans.
To the 30-yard line.
Of the Mooney defense.
They're going to move the change, so first down Boardman.
Boardman, first down.
That's really been Boardman's most effective running play tonight.
Yeah.
Is Andahar right, Andahar left.
Yeah, and if he can spring one, I mean, he's got the foot speed to take it to the house.
He'll pull the ball from Ortiz, keep it himself, and this time he'll be dragged down in the backfield. Looks like he lost a yard.
Yeah.
For the Spartans, here to make the stop, Renner of the Cardinal.
And you know what's really troubling about losing a yard there is the way the Boardman offense has been tonight. They really can't afford negative plays, get behind the chains, because they haven't shown a great ability to move the ball in chunks at all.
Not at all. Just got a text from Jerry Blasco asking if we were talking smack about him, and emphatically, yes, Jerry, we have been. we just brought up the obvious. You like the buffet at Coca's. It's okay.
Pass underthrown, intended receiver.
Some of these plays are just happening at the wrong time. I mean, 2nd and long, you might want to rip off another run there to see if you can get some positive yardage for that 3rd down. I mean, Andahar's not that great of a passer to try to make those throws.
That ball was short of Joel Cuevas-Pixley. Yeah, the passing game for Boardman has been incredibly inconsistent this evening.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 young quarterbacks, 2 inexperienced quarterbacks. So you just got to figure it out. I mean, like I said, you're not going to know much about Boardman until week 3, and I think, unfortunately, it's when Jackson comes to town.
That is indeed true. Week 3 at Spartan Stadium, Labor Day weekend, the Polar Bears of Jackson. Just like that, pass is complete to Fernando Ortiz, breaking tackles, rumbling onto the Mooney side of the field, finally down at the 42-yard line where it'll be Boardman first down.
Yeah, and that's a great run after the catch by Ortiz. I mean, he took matters into his own hands and muscled his way through to put himself in, put Boardman in great field position now.
Boardman at the 42-yard line.
And if you're wondering what the delay is, the chain gang, I think, got tangled up amongst the chain, and I saw the down marker person take a tumble onto the field, so it's just taking a second to get that reset. But Boardman will have it 1st and 10 at the 42 once they get that taken care of. Everybody looks to be okay there.
Yeah.
Andahar fumbled the snap, and it looks like some of the players stopped on the Mooney defense, and he'll get about 9 yards on that run.
That play definitely doesn't go dead.
No.
Taken down by Jonah Woods of the Mooney defense. 2nd and short.
I got a good feeling about this drive, though, Don. I think Boardman finally gets themselves in the end zone.
Well, in that last pass and run, Fernando Ortiz was the Fernando Ortiz I remember from last year. Andujar's pass intended for Jared Mahood is incomplete. He was open down the seam.
Can't be a better pass than that. You got to come down with that, Jared.
Clock stops. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left in the ball game. Third and 2, and I'm sure this is 4-down territory for Boardman.
It has to be.
Tight formation. This is a new wrinkle. Is that Ortiz breaking through down the center of the field, and he'll be into the end zone for a 34-yard touchdown run for Fernando Ortiz.
I told you I felt good about that possession. You could just tell how they were moving the ball, running the ball well, and Ortiz finally breaking through with a home run ball.
So now the Spartans are an extra point away from tying this ball game with 6 minutes and 4 seconds left to play. On to attempt his first high school extra point at the varsity level, Austin Conkson. He's a junior, soccer player. His brother Cole kicked for the Spartans last year. Ortiz is the holder. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's good. So with 6 minutes, 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals 7, the Boardman Spartans 7.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Greenwood Chevrolet Austintown, your Chevy store. And we've got quite the ball game here in Mineral Ridge tonight. Cardinal Mooney 7, Boardman 7, 6 minutes, 4 seconds left to play. Don Mascola along with Donnie Riccatelli here on YSN, your sports network.
It's a great answer for Boardman. I mean, it looked two do-or-die interceptions for Boardman to really claw back into this game.
Thomas back deep to return.
So now we're all tied at 7.
But if you're Mooney, you saw what worked. That passing down the middle of the field worked really well for you. So, I mean, 6:04 on the clock. I mean, depending on what kind of field position you have.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Conkson lining up the kick. He'll put it in play from the 40.
Not sure what he's waiting for.
Taken by one of the up men at the 17-yard line. And he'll be brought down at the 30, and that's where Mooney will put it in play. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Under 6 minutes to play here from Mineral Ridge.
Mooney, first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I got to tell you, Don, I'm really looking forward to not having to move a camera next week.
Yeah, we'll be back in the friendly confines of Spartan Stadium on the campus of Boardman High School, and the production is the responsibility of the Boardman Schools Television Network. We have 6 or 8 cameras, replays, the full video board, and it's nice to just be able to commentate and not have to worry about moving the camera.
It's going to be awesome, and something new this year that's going to happen with YSN and the Spartan Invitational this year, September 17th at Boardman High School, where over 30,000 people will be in attendance for some of the best runners all across Northeast Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. So they decided to come do the meet, and basically we got a little timeout by Mooney here.
Timeout, Cardinal Mooney.
But basically, Don, they're going to have cameras all throughout the course so they can change back and forth and interview the winners of each race and to put a big spotlight on a lot of these really, really tough cross-country runners from throughout the state.
That's fantastic. That event annually, for those of you who don't know, attracts somewhere in upwards of 5,000 cross-country runners. We get them from all over the area, the surrounding states, New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, all over, and it's quite the event on the campus of the Boardman schools there in Boardman. Tremendous event, and it's a real challenge, I think, for YSN to be able to bring you that live because it's a 3-mile course, and but we're gonna give it a shot.
Just another thing that YSN's been able to add to their arsenal is that StreamYard, to where they can do multiple camera views and have a main setup at the finish line, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something that is gonna be very new to them, but YSN is willing to do anything for our student athletes, and can't be any more proud to say that.
Absolutely true. DJ Yoakley and the crew down at YSN doing a great job bringing the best in live local high school sports. O'Brien is going to put it in play down the center of the field and just overthrows his intended receiver, who had a step. That was Carlos Gomez, the speedster.
Yeah.
And he just didn't have quite the speed to run down that ball from O'Brien.
I moved the camera a little too fast on that one. I thought he was off and running. So O'Brien's taken a lot of shots downfield. I mean, obviously he's had success for the most part with a few interceptions to go along with it, though. Got to be careful.
He'll get it out to the flat, and it's going to be a short gain. Spartans are signaling that the ball was fumbled. I don't think the officials agree, but
O'Brien's pass to Page is complete.
Looks like we got another guy down with a cramp.
Another cramp.
5:34 to go, though, Don. Big third down coming up for both teams.
Absolutely. Give you a little flavor for the history of this event. The first meeting between these two schools, and this is the 49th, was in 1968. They played every year between 68 and 2003 with the exception of 1980. And do you know why they didn't play in 1980?
I do not.
That was I guess it's famous if you were around back then.
I
was 12.
I was 1.
That was the Boardman teacher strike. So there wasn't a season in 1980, or an abbreviated season. I'm not really quite sure. And then the two teams didn't play between 04 and 08, and they played every year since 2009. Boardman has actually won 4 of the last 6. The longest Boardman streak is 3. They've done that 3 times. They've got 2 in a row going right now, as they won both in 2020 and 2021. And the longest Mooney streak occurred between 1971 and 1978, when I was between the ages of 3 and 10, for those of you that care. Mooney won 8 in a row back in those days, and when they really were a powerhouse under legendary coach Don Butchie. So it's going to be third down and a long 3 for the Cardinals. They've got the ball at the 37-yard line. Need to get to the 40 for a first down. 5 minutes, 27 seconds. Clock is running here in the fourth quarter. O'Brien will drop back, look to throw, under some pressure, lofts it into the air.
Popped up incomplete.
Tremendous defense. Both the Boardman defender and the Mooney receiver were going for that. Ball came loose, but it's going to be incomplete. The defensive back is down on the other side of the field right now, but it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Cardinals, setting up a punting situation for Mooney.
It was a little bit of a floater up in the air. Could have been an easy pick, but Mooney did a good job of jarring it loose.
Yeah, I think that was one of those situations where the receiver became a defensive back and knocked it loose from the Boardman defender. That was Aiden Berg over there, the junior. We've called his name a few times tonight, but now he's down on the play. Training staff and head coach DJ Doda over there looking at him. We haven't really talked a lot about this tonight. The DJ Doda era has begun here in Boardman. A lot of coaching changes over the past couple of years. We've had Joe Ignazio, and then Seth Antrim was in for 1 year. We'll see Seth Antrim next week as Cheney comes to Boardman. Of course, DJ Doda, who's had a long coaching resume in the area. He was head coach at Warren Harding for several years and really working on instilling some pride, discipline, toughness, all those things in the program that
those are all things that happen in the off season. And getting the numbers. I mean, I've heard sometimes in the uppers of 80 kids showing up to lifting. So, that's getting kids bought in the off season is huge. I mean, I know I'm coaching girls basketball again this year, and I know our off season was crucial, and we had a great off season with our girls, and we did something new this year. Coach Rick Seipert and Coach Alyssa Birch, they got together and they decided let's create some unity amongst these girls and create Lady Spartan Strength, which was a phenomenal training program for every female athlete at Boardman. So kudos to them for getting that up and running, and we can only hope to continue and expand off of it for years to come.
Yeah, that got a lot of play in the press. I think a couple of the local media outlets came and covered that, but tremendous participation. I think that'll pay dividends in all the sports going forward.
It will. Short punt by Mooney. If I'm Boardman, get away from it.
Absolutely get away from it. And that'll drop out of bounds, and Boardman's going to get the football back on the Mooney side of the field. Looks to be at the 48-yard line. So 7-7, 4 minutes, 55 seconds left to play in the ball game. And Boardman, after that spark they got on the last drive from Fernando Ortiz and Thomas Andahar, will look to put another score on the board.
You can really feel that momentum shift in Boardman's favor after the last couple possessions. Just weird that, fluke plays happen.
Okay, Boardman offense, tight formation. Andahar's going to call his own number again. Sprints to this side of the field, and he'll be dragged down inside the 40-yard line for a nice gain.
That time he was very patient. Early on in the first half, he cut it up a little too soon where he could have kept it out, stayed out on the outside edge, would have picked up quite a few more. This time he stayed patient, stayed all the way to the outside, and it's a nice jet sweep for Boardman.
Cardinal Mooney uses their second timeout of the half. Interesting call there by Coach Pellini.
Timeout Mooney, that's a Cardinals timeout.
2nd down and 2 for the Spartans. We'll be back after this from Myers Insurance.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
And after Mooney uses their second time out of the half, Boardman has its 2nd down and 2 at the 40-yard line. 4 minutes, 48 seconds left to play here in the ball game. 7-7 between these two longtime rivals in their 49th meeting. Give us to Ortiz, puts his foot in the ground, headed towards the 20-yard line, and he'll be taken down inside the 20 where it'll be 1st and 10 Spartans, and that's the Fernando Ortiz we saw last year.
Yeah, that's the one we were waiting for in the first half. Finally said he's had enough.
And you just wonder at this point in the game, on what was a hot day, and it's cooled off a little bit here in the evening, but the start of this game was hot. If the defense isn't just starting to get a little bit tired on both sides of the ball, quite frankly, on both teams. Okay, Andahar grabs a snap that was not perfectly to him, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Loses about a half a yard, 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 11.
Looks like they're content running some of this clock too, which is which is going to help them also catch their breath a little bit.
Pistol formation. Ortiz behind Andahar. He'll give it to Ortiz. Ortiz behind that Boardman offensive line, which gets a nice push.
For the Spartans.
He'll get 4 down to the 15. He'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Taken out by Adam Garlock of the Mooney defense. 3rd and 7.
You know, if you're Boardman again, I think you're running the ball and maybe putting yourself in a good position to maybe kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Looks like Dota's going to call a timeout here. He's pretty close. Well, maybe not.
No,
maybe
he sprinted down the field like he was, but now he's not. He didn't. Play clock at 10. Andahar over the middle. He had his receiver, but he just overthrew him.
Torres.
That was Isaiah Torres.
Torres falls incomplete.
So the only issue with that, though, Don, is it stops the clock at 3:04 to go. You know.
And he's going to send Austin Conkson out here to attempt a field goal. It'll be a 32-yarder, 31-yarder from the hash mark.
He's got plenty of leg.
He sure does. Pressure situation here for Conkson. Number 80.
6 seconds on the play clock, though.
They're going to use a timeout.
Definitely call a timeout.
Yeah. The 5 yards makes all the world of difference at this level.
100%.
So Boardman setting up for a go-ahead field goal with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to play. Austin Conkson has it at the 32-yard line. 22-yard line is where he will kick it from. 32-yard attempt from the hash mark near side. So Boardman uses their first timeout. They've got 2 left. Mooney has 1.
And, you know, Don, if you're a soccer player, you know, kicking field goals, that's the right hash mark you want to be on, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's that natural hook.
That is correct. His older brother did a tremendous job with the kicking duties last year.
Yeah, cool.
Well, Austin trying to do the same thing and give him a lead over Cardinal Mooney. Ball game is tied, 7-7. We'll see if it's tied after this play. Fernando Ortiz, the holder, high snap, gets it down, kick is up, and the kick is good. You can tell from the reaction of the Boardman band.
Wow, just enough to make it over the crossbar.
Your Cardinal Mooney, Cardinal 7 with 3 minutes.
So the score now with 3 minutes and 4 seconds to play, and the clock did not even run on that play. We were at 3:04 before the play. The clock didn't run at all. It's still at 3:04.
Should have been at least 3 minutes.
Should be a few seconds should have come off there, and I would wonder if the officials are going to notice that. Because that timeout was at 3:04, and the clock did not move during that play.
Clock operators right below us in the YSN booth all the way up here in the crow's nest. So, but again, hey, now you just got to make the stop.
Wouldn't one of the officials on the field have responsibility for noticing that?
Yeah.
And that's
just doesn't make any sense that they.
Yeah, I don't understand why the clock did not run there. Well, it didn't run because the clock operator
didn't touch it.
Didn't touch it. Yeah.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting a little late.
There you go. Conkson's kick taken at the 10. And the Mooney returner gets it out to the 32-yard line. That's Carlos Gomez.
Takes it to about the 34-yard line.
Mooney will set up there, 1st and 10.
Clock moved on that one 8 seconds.
It did, so we're down to 2:56.
Yeah, should be 2:50, but you know, who's counting?
Well, you know,
2:51 maybe.
Those dinner reservations are calling, so. Okay, so Mooney has it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. 2:56 left to play. They do have 1 timeout remaining. O'Brien straight back to pass under pressure from
Great pursuit
Spartans.
by Boardman.
Tremendous pursuit by Boardman.
Jared Mahood came out of nowhere.
We haven't called Jared's name much tonight, but tremendous closing on the receiver. No gain, 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run.
Good pursuit by Willie Torres.
Over the middle, and pass is broken up across the middle. Tremendous play by Andre Freeman. Hardy, the intended receiver, and Freeman got an arm in there and knocked it away. He was open there for a flash. So the clock will stop with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to play. 3rd and 10, Cardinal Mooney.
Willie Torres with a really nice pursuit on the quarterback too, so didn't allow him to really let loose on that ball.
Play clock is down to 5. O'Brien back to throw under some pressure.
Oh, it's going to be.
And he is going to be tackled for a loss. Sack on the play by the Boardman defense.
It was almost a strip sack too. I don't think he saw him on the backside.
Mason Naraki, number 19, in there for Boardman.
Boardman defense. 4th and long.
And it's 4th down and 15 for the Cardinals as the clock is running with 1:42 left to play in the ball game. They've only got 1 timeout left, and this clock continues to run. 4th and 15. O'Brien across the middle, pass is incomplete. And the Boardman defense and Boardman sideline starts to celebrate because with 1:17 left to play and 1 Mooney timeout.
You got to run one play.
One play and let the clock run. So I think we're going to see the victory formation from the Spartans here. So the Spartan marching band making some noise from the band shell. We'll see that Boardman offense go back out on the field. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Cardinal Mooney, but they're going to take a knee here. And in the 49th meeting between these two schools, what really was a defensive struggle, not much offense in this game. Boardman has a 10-7 lead.
You know, both teams woke up in the second half though, so defensively though, you got to give a ton of credit to Boardman.
Andahar will take a knee. Mooney will use their final timeout. Clock stands at 1:13, so they'll have to snap it a couple more times.
Timeout, Mooney. Cardinals, timeout.
So next week, the Spartans have the Cheney Cowboys with all their speed, firepower, and offensive talent.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get any easier next week. What will get easier is our job. We'll be in the friendly confines of Spartan Stadium.
Yes, looking forward to that. And stadium's coming a long way. They're doing a lot of really nice improvements in the I believe it's phase 4 now.
I think that's right. And those of you that haven't been out to the stadium recently, if you come next week, you'll see those improvements. New entranceways and some paving done. And it's going to be beautiful when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
And the Boardman faithful beginning to head to the exits, as are the Mooney faithful at this point. Just try to beat the traffic out of here. Because the clock is now under 40 seconds and running.
Not sure why he's...
They will have to snap it this last time, and then that should do it. So Andahar will take a knee. And the clock will continue to run, and with that, Boardman is victorious here in week number 1, 10-7 over Cardinal Mooney in the 49th meeting between these two schools, and the Boardman sideline erupts. And for a game that was not much offensive firepower for most of it, that changed in the second half, and Boardman took advantage, and Cole Conkson with the game-winning field goal with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to play from 32 yards out.
Your Cardinal, Mooney Cardinals 7. Thank you for your support tonight.
We'll be back with you next week on YSN as the Spartans take on Cheney. These Cardinal Mooney Cardinals will be in action next Saturday night right here in Middle Ridge against Lake Catholic. For Donnie Riccatelli, this is Don Mascola from YSN. We'll see you next week.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.